The Gatorade Cup Series continues on the West Coast swing as we head to the Denver Motorsports Park in Aurora, Colorado for the running of the Southwest 400. Antonin Charlebois in car number 55 has won the pole for today's race to his outside second. The 95 Marshborough, our points leader and two-time winner this season in 4 races. Then third to Eli Bright, fourth is Anthony Nez, the winner of this race last season, and rounding out the top 5 it's Cole Luigi in the 42. In 6th place it's Trey Rennie, the 18. 7th place we have Carter Friesen. 8th is Riley Spurleytube. In 9th is Justin Zidell, and Jay Jefferson rounds out the top 10, the 78 car. For the rest of the field, there's Isaac Nichols, who's outside the 16 of Nathan Stapleton. Then we have Dale Lightning with Jonathan Buford to his outside. Behind them, Griffin Lynn and Nathan Ormond, with Roman Fenway and Casey Nanico. And we have Adam Garcia and Jeff Bright, with Sebastian Kukulon and Steve Morgan. And we have Kashawn Richardson and JJ Reed, with TJ Hanley and Edwin Mendez. And there's Derek Bouchard and Jose Mills, with Scott Gregory and Carson Bowers. And we have Michael Gregory and Riley Sampson, with William Bullen and Max Aronson in the 83. Then there's Diego Yapez and Zachary Fitzwater Sr., with Levi Shones and Anthony Fox, Keegan Thompson and Ryan Brommer. And the final row has Marcus Sachi outside of him in 42nd, the 2 car of Luke Rainey. There's our 42 car field for the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. Let's go on track sign 5 engines up for our 3rd race on the West Coast swing in the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 10.
Drivers, start your engines!
The 42 car field is rolling off the starting grid. Antonin Charlebois in car number 55 will lead the field to the green flag in the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. In 4 races so far this season, we've had 3 different winners. Marshborough is our only repeat winner so far this season, as he won the Daytona 500 won last race at Las Vegas. He currently has the points lead by 5 over Jose Mills. The question is, will we get our 4th winner of the season, or can someone get another win? And can Marshborough start second in this race, extend his points lead, and possibly get a 3rd win of the season? Can Anthony Nez go back-to-back at the Denver Oval? He won last season by a 100th of a second over Vince Finta. We'll see in 27 laps at Denver. Antonin Charlebois and Marshborough down the front stretch. They'll see the restart zone, and we are green in Colorado. Some cars falling back on the outside. It's a side-by-side lead lap 1 at Denver. And I believe Marshborough on the outside may have gotten the 5 bonus points. He did. Marshborough leads lap 1 from the outside lane. Carter Friesen 3 wide to the bottom lane. He got a great run through the middle of 3 and 4. Put him in that position. Carter Friesen's out front. Great move by the 34. He gets clear. Now Eli Bright and the Denver Broncos 88 races for the lead down the backstretch. He's there on Carter. Marshborough gets clear in 3rd. Antonin Charlebois really did not have a great corner there on the bottom lane. Look at Friesen on the outside. Trevor hard to the corner. He makes it stick. Cole Luigi down low has nowhere to go. And he got very tight down the bottom lane. That's a characteristic of this racetrack. You can go low, but not too low. If you get way down towards the bottom lane, it's going to be danger. And you see them spraying out back in the pack 3 and 4 and 5 wide. Trying to sort it. This pack back here. This is crazy. See cars going all over the place, high and low. Trying to find the right lanes to put themselves in. Up further forward, Justin Zidell makes a move as Carter Friesen pulls away this battle for 2nd behind him. It's Antonin Charlebois up top. Justin Zidell gets cleared down low in front of his teammate Anthony Hernandez. Look at the 13. Roman Fenway coming on the bottom. But Carter Friesen isn't even in this camera shot. Look how far ahead he has pulled away because of the side-by-side out for 2nd at the start finish line. The gap back to the 10 and the 55, over 0.8 of a second. Friesen has pulled away. Now if they can get clear and run single file, They can try and run that 34 back down, but a yellow flag would definitely help them. Down the back of the race. The field more spread out just a little bit. Not 4 wide, just 3 wide throughout the field in parts. That's another characteristic of this racetrack. They don't really stay together too well. You can see right there, the draft really helped these drivers. They got right to the back of the 34. They have a run now. They are there on Carter Friesen, but a thing about this racetrack is that the pack doesn't really stay together. It spreads out. It's not a constant cycle that you see at tracks like Atlanta or at Las Vegas or Michigan or Auto Club. This racetrack kind of gets, you know, the pack gets separated. It gets broken up. And look at Fenway through the middle lane for the lead on Zeidel and Friesen. Zeidel gets clear in the front. Fenway's going to get to second now in the 13 car. And Friesen kicked back to fourth. Anthony Charlebois moves to third. Eli Bright jumps low on Jay Jefferson and Friesen. Trey Rainey going to join the party. And Marshall Burrow's up beside the top 10. Our points leader and 2-time winner this season. For the lead, they're side by side. Roman Fenway down low, Justin Zeidel up top. Drag race back to the start finish line. Roman Fenway leads the lap. Side by side for third. Eli Bright down low and Anthony Charlebois to turn number 1. The battle for third on the racetrack. Eli Bright will take it off turn 2. Most of the passes on the bottom lane. The yellow's out. First time yellow flag, JJ Reed. And we have a wreck with Steve Morgan, Luke Rainey, Anthony Fox, and Sebastian Kukulan. Hard contact for these drivers. It brings out our first yellow flag of the Southwest 400. Racing it back around. Zeidel trying to run down Roman Fenway to the start-finish line. They'll go. It's going to be Fenway back in front of our first yellow. Justin Zeidel second. Eli Bright, Antonin Charlebois, Trey Rainey the top 5. Yellow flag for the first time in the Southwest 400 happened towards the back of the field. One of them involved. Luke Rainey, the 2 heavy damage to that car. Steve Morgan and others. Anthony Fox, one of them, Sebastian Kukulan as well. So we'll see what happened for our first yellow flag of the race. So here's the reason for our first caution flag of the race. You can see Anthony Fox, that's going to start down low in the 38 on the apron. And JJ Reed has some sort of issue in the 46 car. He drops low on the apron. He's slow. The 38 then tries to cut. The 46 kind of comes up. They make contact right there. It slows the 38. He's trying to save the car. And Luke Rainey coming in. Those two meet in the middle. I think the 38's trying to come up. The 2 comes down a little bit. Up into Morgan and Kukulan. Hard impact for those drivers into the outside wall. 4 cars in all take heavy hits and hard contact into the outside wall. It brings our first yellow flag of the race. It's going to take some cars out. I think Kukulan, Fox, and Morgan are definitely done. Luke Rainey as well might be done, the 2 car. And whatever happened to JJ Reed, let's see if it was a tire issue or if it was mechanical, but I think that's kind of what started. When the 46 came up and made contact with the 38, slowed Fox's momentum. Now allowed Luke to get there. Just a tough crash overall for these drivers involved. Back in front, though, Roman Fenway leads Justin Zeidel back to the start-finish line to our first yellow flag of the race. Roman Fenway is out in front in Denver in the Gatorade Cup Series, race number 5. Coming back to the restart with 17 laps of racing to go in the Southwest 400 in Aurora, Colorado. Leading it is Roman Fenway in the 13 car. Anthony Fox, Steve Morgan, Sebastian Kukulan, Luke Rainey, the 4 cars that were involved in the crash are all out. And tough break for third in points, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. He's not going to leave third in points here today. Piston issues under this yellow flag have put him out of the race. JJ Reed still left on the racetrack. He's 2 laps down, so they've repaired whatever issue happened to that 46. We have 36 cars on the lead lap, as all the damaged cars are out of the race. Roman Fenway leads the race in the 13. Justin Zeidel behind him in second. Eli Bright in the Denver Broncos car is third. Fourth for Anton Charlebois, our pole sitter, and Trey Rainey runs to the top 5 points there. Marshall Burrow runs in the 7th position. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing in Denver. Look at the jump for the 88. Eli Bright gets to the outside. Zeidel in the 10. That was a big jump for Eli. He's gonna hope he can get down to the bottom lane, though, I assume. You're gonna want to be on the bottom here on the restarts. It's gonna be critical. Racing through 1 and 2. Fenway gets away. Zeidel and Eli Bright run second and third single file. Charlebois is going to get to fourth in the 55. Marshall Burrow moves inside the top 5, get by Trey Rainey and Carter Friesen. Through 3 and 4. The inside's going to check up a little bit right there. But makes the run off the corner. Now here comes Zeidel to the inside Fenway. They drag race back to the start-finish line. At the line. Fenway leads the lap and has the drafting up from the 88 up top. I'm surprised Eli went with the 13 affiliate teammate down low Zeidel. But he's going to help Fenway. And Marshborough comes to save the 10. 4 wide, further back for Trey Rainey falling back. Jay Jefferson was down low. 2 pairs, side by side. The 13 with the 88 up top. The 10 with the 95 down low. Where does Luigi go in 5th position? Justin Zidell trying to get it through 3 and 4. Burrow has to let off in the 95, but Zidell stays in the gas off turn 4. He'll grab the top spot, clears Fenway. Justin Zidell leads in the Southwest 400 at Denver. Fenway back to 2nd. Gets a nice run in the draft off the 88 to the outside. Again the 10. Where's Eli go? Takes to the bottom now. Eli Bright bans the 13 down with the 10 now to the bottom of the racetrack. Got down from the 95 of Burrow. Luigi went high. He's going to lose some spots. Down the back stretch. 2 winners this season are inside the top 10. Marsh Burroughs won 2 races in 3rd. Griffin Lynn inside the top 10, the 7. He won at Auto Club. Carson Bowers is our only winner not in the top 10. He won at Rockingham. But it's Eli Bright out front now in the 88 car. The Denver Broncos car leads in Colorado. How about that? Can he win for the Broncos in their home state? Side by side for 2nd. It's the 2 that start on the front row. Look at Lynn down the apron. And Jay Jefferson shoots the middle. And Anthony Hernandez coming back. Remember, he said he won this race last season. And he has the helmet cam. Let's go on board and see what he's seeing. See how hard it is and how close it is. So the bottom lane behind the driver. Griffin Lynn emerges. There's Anthony Hernandez behind him in the 4. And then the 1 of Buford coming forward. At the front of the field, Jay Jefferson's gone his way up to 2nd. And Jefferson wants to win here. This is his team's home racetrack. Furniture Row is based out of Denver, Colorado. We're in Aurora, Colorado right now. This is their home racetrack. And he's in 2nd with a shot to win it. Coming around to 12 to go. Eli Bright, Jay Jefferson closing in. Jefferson with a peek to the outside. I think he tried to make the 88 fake high right there. Look at Burrow to the inside for 2nd. He wants a 3rd win this season. Burrow's no stranger to being in victory lane at the Denver Motorsports Park. Even though he's raced in the Oval 1 time, he won the Roval last season. So Burrow's no stranger to victory lane here at this racetrack, just a different configuration of the track. They bounce side by side. Burrow, though, has to lift big time. Look at Luigi take advantage of the bomb of Zidell. Fenway to the inside, Charlebois. That's for 3rd. Jay Jefferson keeps 2nd for now. Griffin Lynn jumps high to go with the 10. As the inside slowed by the 95. 11 laps remain in Denver. Eli Bright trying to fend off Jay Jefferson, the others behind. 3 wide. Zidell 4 side. Lynn went to the middle. Luigi's down low. He'll grab a top 5. And Jay Jefferson's over the back of that 88. Pushing him practically down the straightaway. Does he make the move? Does he stay in line? He's staying in line for now. Right on the back of that 88. Has to lift a little right there. But stays in touch. Off turn 4. 10 laps remain in the Southwest 400 at Denver. Eli Bright leads the race for the Broncos. Jay Jefferson for Furniture Row runs 2nd. Roman Fenway has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. He rides in 3rd. Marshall looking for his 3rd this season. He rides in 4th. Anthony Charlebois won 2 last season, up to 5th. Luigi's up to 6th. Zidell to 7th. It's been a while for him. Jefferson just staying in line, not making the move quite yet. But Fenway might take advantage of that soon. Jefferson again. A little bit of a peek. Stays with the 88 that time through 3 and 4. But can't make the pass. 3 cars under a blanket for the top spot. You can make it 7 cars under a blanket. Jefferson still on the back of the 88, but not making the move for the lead. I think he's content riding there until late in the race. He probably doesn't want to lead this race. He just wants to slow both of them down loud. 3rd place to get by. He ran a lower lane there to defend off the 13 Roman Fenway. But Fenway's not making the move either. Down the back they race. It's a 7-car shootout for the win in the Southwest 400 currently. Coming to 8 laps of racing to go this time by. Eli Bright just fending off his fellow veteran Jay Jefferson. Roman Fenway in his second Gatorade Cup Series season rides in third. And our points leader Marshborough is side by side with pole starter Antonin Charlebois, those who start on the front row. Charlebois will grab 4th, Burrow kick back to maybe 6th as Coluigi jumps low. 42 will grab 5th off turn 2. Coluigi's been quiet all day long, haven't really talked about it, he hasn't made much noise. But he's got a shot here late. That 42 has won so many races, he knows how to get it done. 3 cars break away now from the battle for 4th on back. But still, Eli Bright leading the race. No one has anything for him. The battle's on for 4th. Coluigi coming forward late and at the right time. Now Jay Jefferson makes the move with 7 to go. Late move on the front stretch. 7 laps remain. Jay Jefferson's inside of Eli Bright. The battle's on for 4th. Marshall makes the move on the Coluigi. Jay Jefferson's out in front in Denver. Fenway to 2nd. Bright back to 3rd. Luigi keeps 4th over Burrell. Luigi got a nice run for 3rd as well in the 88, who fell back. Jose Mills, 2nd in the points. He's 5 behind Burrell. Moves into 8th. He wants to try and run down the front 7 to gain points on the 95. Through 3 and 4. The battle's on for 3rd now. Eli Bright falls into the clutches of Coluigi. We have 3 veterans of the Gatorade Cup Series inside the top 4. Jay Jefferson, Eli Bright, Coluigi. It's on now with 6 to go. 4 cars break away, 5th on back. Marshall Burrell, Anton Charlebois, Justin Zay down. Here comes Mills and Spurley tube with Griffin Lynn and Riley Sampson. Could be an entertaining 4-car battle for the win at this point. We'll see if the rest of the field can try and run them down if they get side by side. Fenway in 2nd is holding up the 88. Eli's right in the back. Off to turn number 3. Close racing. Eli looking low on corner exit. He's there in the 13. Can he make it work? 5 laps to go. Yellow flag would end it. And 5th on back is coming out because they're side by side for 2nd. 5 laps remain. Yellow flag would end the race. They're side by side for P2. Luigi looks to split the middle lane. But the dirty off the 88 keeps him from that. Eli Bright's going to get to 2nd right there. Can Luigi get 3rd over Fenway? Making a veteran top 3. Marshall Burrow comes to up the 13 up top. Anton Charlebois, Justin Zidell and others. Here comes Jose Mills into the picture. Luigi tight in the bottom lane, but keeps it beside the 13. Riley Spurley too has joined the party. Mills as well. Make it 9 cars to sell the Southwest 400. Fenway back clear in 3rd. 4 laps remain for Jay Jefferson. He felt heartbreak out in California after dominating the early part of the Auto Club 400 and then blowing up in the second half. Today looking to win at his hometown for Furniture Road Racing. Coming to see 3 laps remaining and 3 cars to sell the win now. It's going to be Jay Jefferson, Eli Bright, Roman Fenway to get side by side. Watch for 4th on back to try and close in. Eli Bright with the run through 3 and 4 in the draft. Down the front. Eli Bright gaining on the 78. 3 laps is all they have left. Over 7 miles remain. Who wins the Southwest 400? It's going to be a good storyline no matter who it is. It's either going to be Jay Jefferson winning for his team at the team's home track, Eli Bright winning for the Broncos in Denver, or Roman Fenway getting his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win. Jefferson pulled ahead that time through 3 and 4. Here they come down the straightaway. 2 laps is all they have left. Can Jay Jefferson hold off if they battle for 2nd behind? Because Fenway's closed down the 88 now. Being Fenway's best interest is to push that 88 up to the 78. Hope those 2 get side by side and then make the move. But look at Fenway looking low. He's trying to get there. He is there. Side by side for a second. Allow the 78 to pull away. Now Fenway ducks back in line, but the 78 is gone. Coming to the white flag in the Southwest 400, Jay Jefferson leads by a nice margin over Eli Bright and Roman Fenway. Cole Luigi and Marshall Burrow close in with Justin Seidel and Riley Spurlitube. Here it is, the white flag, one more time around the Denver Motorsports Park for Jay Jefferson and Furniture Row Racing. We mentioned the heartbreak out in California, but Eli Bright is closing in the draft through 1 and 2. He has to be closer through 3 and 4, though, to make a move, and he's just not close enough. Down the back for the final time for Jay Jefferson. The heartbreak out in California put the team behind. But now through 3 and 4, the best medicine of heartbreak is a victory in the team's home track. Off of turn 4, Jay Jefferson for Furniture Row Racing will win in Denver, Colorado. Jefferson wins the Southwest 400. Jay Jefferson has won for Furniture Row Racing in their home track. After the heartbreak out in California, dominating and losing it, Jay Jefferson knows he has just won it for Furniture Row Racing at their home racetrack. Eli Bright ends up second for the Denver Broncos. Fenway still looking for his first win. Third, Cole Luigi ends up inside the top 5 and fourth, and Marshall Burrow will extend the points lead with another top 5 this season. But it's all about Jay Jefferson winning here today for Furniture Row Racing at the Denver Motorsports Park. Let's go see the finisher results from a crazy Southwest 400. Here's how they finished in the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 5 lead changes. 6 different drivers in the laps here today in Denver, and 3 of them really kind of led the same amount of laps. Jay Jefferson got out front for 7 laps of the 27 en route to victory lane here in Denver, and he was really untouched once he got out front. Eli Bright led the most laps of 8. He ends up in the second position. Roman Fenway also led 7 laps. He ends up in third. Cole Luigi ends up in fourth. He was very quiet all day. And Marshall Burrow with the top 5 extends his points lead. Justin Seidel ends up 6th. Riley Spurlitube ends up in 7th at the end. Riley Sampson moves from 31st all the way up to 8th. 9th for Jose Mills after starting 28th. That was a great rebound starting on the outside and at the back of the field, but he minimizes the points lost to Marshall Burrow. Running out the top 10 for Carter Friesen. There is our top 20. Anton Charbot from the pole ends up 11th. He never got to lead a lap in this race. Griffin lands up 12th. TJ Henley 13th. 14th for Carson Bowers. 15th for Nathan Stapleton. Diego Yepez in 16th. 17th for Jonathan Buford. 18th for Trey Rainey. 19th for Edwin Mendez. 20th for Marcus Sachi. So while it was hard to pass at Denver, it was very possible. We see the 41st starter. He ends up in 20th. You see drivers that started towards the front. They also end up front. So track position was big, however, you could come through the field and gain some spots. You can see Nathan Orman in 21st, 22nd for Ryan Brommer, 23rd for Adam Garcia, 24th Max Anderson, Scott Gregory in 25th, then Dale Lightning 26th, 27th for Levi Shones, Anthony Hernandez falls back to finish 28th, 29th for Casey Nacco, 30th for Michael Gregory, 31st for Kashawn Richardson, 32nd William Bowen, 33rd for Jeff Bright, 34th for Isaac Nichols, 35th for Derek Bouchard, and Keegan Thompson's up in 36th. Those are our lead lap finishers. JJ Reed 2 laps down, 37th, and the cars out of the race. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Luke Rainey, Sebastian Kukulon, Steve Morgan, Anthony Fox from our crash early on in the race. Let's now go see the point standings. 5 races into the Gatorade Cup Series season number 10. 5 races into the season. Here are how the points look. Marshall Burrow is still on top with 2 wins this season, a top 5 here today. He moves up to 27 up over Jose Mills, who is still second. I think this is like 4 straight races he's been second in points. Roman Fenway is 3rd. He's had a very consistent season so far. Eli Bright currently 4th, and Riley Spurlitube was up to 5th. They have Nathan Ormond in 6th, Isaac Nichols in 7th, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 8th, Griffin Lynn 9th, and Cole Luigi rounds out the top 10. He's actually tied with Lynn for 9th. Let's look at the top 20. Carson Bowers in a wildcard spot in 11th with his winning 16 points outside the top 10. The other wildcard spot will go to Jay Jefferson down to 18th. His win here today at Denver has moved him up, and he's now within the top 20 in a wildcard spot. Keegan Thompson is 12th. 13th for Edwin Mendez, 14th for Dale Lightning, Riley Sampson 15th, Anton Charbot 16th, Marcus Sachi is 17th, Michael Gregory is 19th, and Adam Garcia is 20th. So don't want to jinx the team, but Hedger Motorsports off to their best start in a while in the Gatorade Cup Series. 3 of the drivers are inside the top 7 in the point standings. The only driver not up there is Jeff Bright, who has had a miserable season thus far. Jeff is down 33rd in points. We can see TJ Henley just outside the top 20 and 21st. William Bowen is 22nd. Nathan Stapleton, Diego Pez, Casey Nacco are the top 25. Then Hernandez, Kukulon, Anderson, Buford, Zidell, along with Trey Rainey, Friesen, Bright, Shones, Fox, Morgan, Kashawn Richardson, Reed, Rainey, Bouchard, Gregory, Scott that is, and Ryan Brommer still down at the bottom of the points. We'll see how the last race of the West Coast Swing goes. Still tons of racing left to move drivers throughout the field and the points. We head for our last race on the West Coast Swing to the ISM Raceway for the running of the Granger 500. I will see you guys then.